So guys, today's topic will gone through the basic part of networking. What is networking and what is the different domain of networking? Okay. And what is computer networking? So in this PPT, what we are going to learn the basic concept of networking, how networks forms and what are the component of networks and uses of network in sharing of resources and backup, how we can use the network to share multiple files and what kinds of network are there into our system. Okay, and the common type of network, there are mainly many type of network, but there is few of them which are very common, which is LAN, WAN, internet and server based network, client server model and P2P, which is peer to peer. Okay, each of them we'll learn in a deep. Okay, so these are the just overview and the network media, how the network media is there in nowadays, and wireless network, how we communicate each other on wireless network, threat on networks, what there are different kinds of intruders are available on internet or into a network and how we can save from them. So these things we'll discuss and what kinds of threats are there in networks, what kind of them we'll learn. Okay. And the internet world, how the internet is evolving nowadays as the population increasing, cloud and computing. So the most what we can say nowadays cloud computing is the most trending topic you can say. So we'll gone through a few topics of them also. Okay, what is cloud, what is cloud computing, and what are the different kind of domains are there into cloud computing. Okay. So what is computer network? First of all, we'll understand that. So computer network is a group of computer devices. What you can say, there is a, when there is a two or more computer connected to each other, we can call it as a network, a basic network. And it uses a set of common communication protocols over digital interconnected for purpose of sharing resources. Mean whatever the resources or the files they have, they can share with each other and different kinds of directory partition also they can share with each other on a network. If they I have 4 or 5 machine, I can create a network of them. If I have मेरे घर पे in case I have 4 laptops, so I can create attach 4 of them with the switch and I can create a network into my home only. So I don't have to share files in between with the help of pen drive. I can just share any folders or any drive over the network only. Okay, so these are the mainly advantages of forming networks. Okay, the node of computer network may include personal computer or it could be a server, network hardware or anything. So when we are talking about network, it's all about more when there is a two or more systems. When you have, you can anytime form any kind of network which helps eventually to share your data. Yes. Okay. I think the network is clear. A telecommunication network technology based on physical wire or when we talk about network, the 4 or 5 system could be connected with the help of wire, optical fiber, and wireless technology also. There are many technology through with the help of that we can connect to our more system wirelessly. Okay, so even though that we can form a network in that case also. Okay, and first of all, we'll see over here what is communication protocol is a set of rules for exchanging information over a network. So in nowadays, everything that we are do on internet that's happen with the help of port and protocols only. There are for everything. Even when I'm accessing my Google or Facebook or Instagram, there is proper set of rule defined for that. How I will communicate with the server of Instagram or the Facebook, there is proper set of rules. So that's we call protocols or port. Okay, so communication protocol is set of rules. So there are rules which are exchanging when I'm accessing any kind of server over network. Okay, so there is a design of some network, as you can see. So there is a fiber optic cable. Okay, fiber optic cables, and through that there is a one switch. uh, has anybody seen switch? किसी ने switch देखा है? Yes guys. ओके, आप मुझे ना, अगर से मैं क्वेश्चन पूछूं, आप जस्ट कोई भी अनम्यूट करो, आप मुझे बता सकते हो. सो इट वुड बी इन इंटरेक्टिव सेशन. ओके, सो इट वुडंट बी वन वे टॉक, इट वुड बी अ टू वे टॉक, सो दैट एवरीथिंग विल बी क्लियर देयर ओनली. ओके, सो हैज एनीबॉडी सीन स्विच? किसी ने स्विच देखा है किसी का ऑफिस में, और इनटू होम
Sir.
और इनटू साइबर कैफे? यस.
No, sir.
Okay, then no problem. I will show you the diagram of switch. See, so see, this is, I think this kind of image you would have seen into movies. Have you seen into some kind
Yes,
of
Yes,
sir.
sir.
South movie
Yes.
or yeah, Hollywood movies? Okay, so this is, we call it switch. So this is switch. Okay, there is a many company like Cisco, TP-Link, and there are many other company who provide switch, who are producer of switch. Okay, so what we do with the help of switch? See, when you have router, so in the router, how many ports are there to connect a laptop with the help of wire? There could be a 3, 4, 5. Okay, but into your office, if there is 20 or 30 PC, then how we will connect? Okay, so you will have to use that switch. So as you can see, this is a switch. Okay, so one wire from the router, the main, you can say, the will come into this one of in this port, and you have to give to power to this supply, this switch, and you can connect all the monitor of the 20 of 20 them with the help of wire in each of them port. What we call this port? Anybody know? RJ45. Okay, तो you can, आप इसमें से जस्ट वो RJ45 वायर से जस्ट अपने अपने सिस्टम में कनेक्ट कर सकते हो. So even you don't require an IC card into your system, and you just have to take a wire and you can connect to this, and you can form a network, and you can assign static IP or any IP which you want. Okay, clear guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
राउटर तो देखा होगा सबने. आई थिंक ऑलमोस्ट सबके घर पे होगा.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so राउटर राउटर में इंटरनेट कहाँ से आता है? फ्रॉम आ सर्विस प्रोवाइडर. इफ यू कंसीडर दिस इज इंटरनेट और आ सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, so internet is coming into a router from ISP, which is internet service provider. So our router can also work as a firewall, or there could be a dedicated firewall that we can install into one of our system. Okay, so I think we'll do a theory part from till 9 or 9:15. Okay, then we'll have a practical. There is a very interesting practical of exploiting Metasploit and all. Okay, so first of all, we'll clear the networking part of, then only we'll switch to the practical part. Okay, so does anybody know what is firewall? Anyone? किसी को पता है firewall क्या होता है?
security of
वो
server.
Pardon? वापस बोले।
सर वीएम्स होस्टेड रहते फायरवॉल के पीछे।
फायरवॉल के पीछे।
वीएम्स होस्टेड रहते सर्वर एंड ऑल।
ओके एग्जैक्टली, आप बोल सकते हो ऐसा। करेक्ट। ओके। एंड फायरवॉल का फंक्शन क्या होता है? जितने भी ट्रैफिक होते हैं ना, वो ट्रैफिक को फिल्टर करना या फिर मॉनिटर करके बाईपास करता है, इनकमिंग ट्रैफिक या फिर आउटगोइंग ट्रैफिक। ये आपका राउटर है, ओके, जो इंटरनेट से कनेक्टेड है। इंटरनेट और इंट्रानेट। इंट्रानेट मीन्स जो आपके घर में है वो आपका इंट्रानेट है, और इंटरनेट मीन्स जो आप गूगल पे जाते हो वहां पे जो करते हो आपका इंटरनेट है। और इंट्रानेट मीन्स जो आपके जस्ट इन्वायरमेंट में है। सो अभी इंटरनेट पे यहाँ पे तो हैकर्स भी बैठा हो सकता है, देयर कुड बी हैकर who is trying to hack this PC. See, if we consider this PC as a confidential, this has a very crucial or confidential data. So this hacker will try to hack this PC. So in between there would be a firewall. So what firewall will do if we this hacker, if we consider this Earth as a hacker, so whenever this hacker will try to hack that system, firewall will stop. Okay. But if this hacker is specialized into hacking and he has skills which is very next level, then he can bypass this firewall and he hack this system, and he'll have that confidential data, and he can do whatever he want with that confidential data. Okay, but at certain level that firewall stop to from intruders or hackers, malicious hackers. Okay, guys, and it filters and monitor all the traffic which is incoming or outgoing from that network. Okay, जैसे अभी यहाँ पे ये this is a router, and through this router firewall is connected. So firewall could be a software or a hardware also. हमारे लैपटॉप में firewall होता है कि नहीं होता?
Yes.
यस एग्जैक्टली, आप अगर से सेटिंग में जाके देखोगे तो देयर विल बी अ फायरवॉल जो हमेशा ऑन मोड में रहता है। सो व्हेन यू आर शेयरिंग एनी काइंड ऑफ malicious फाइल, फायरवॉल देन स्टॉप बिलीव। एंड देन अगर से आप टोरेंट से इफ यू आर डाउनलोडिंग एनीथिंग, सो देन आल्सो फायरवॉल विल गिव पॉपअप टू यू, देन you have to disable that firewall, then only you can download anything from torrent, because on torrent there could be a malicious viruses could be bind behind that any kind of softwares. Okay, so that's why our system not allow us to download any kind of that file which is on torrent. Okay, so if the firewall is stopping us, then it could be a for healthier purpose for our laptop only. So we shouldn't download that kind of thing, or we shouldn't off our firewall. Okay, I think this is clear. Does anybody have any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Yeah, so
नो
this
सर।
exactly. So this is a basic network, you can say. The unadvantages of uses of network. So what are the advantages? So there are moment in any business when several networks may need to use same data at the same time. As I told, in any kind of corporate, you will not go to each and every system to put that data which require anyone. अगर से कोई कंपनी है वहां पे रिक्वायरमेंट है सेम डेटा की, मान लो इन केस कंपनी हैज 100 एम्प्लॉयज, सो उनकी डिटेल्स किसी एक सिस्टम में हो सकती है, बट इफ वी वांट इन एवरी सिस्टम देन वी हैव टू फॉर्म नेटवर्क ओवर देयर. Okay, so network helps to share same data in many pieces, and shared peripheral devices also. If there is any kind of device, personal communication also, video conferencing, if you want to do over different systems over the same network, then also you can do. Okay, VoIP transmit the sound over a computer networking using the internet protocol IP rather than sending the signal over traditional phones wires. Okay, so this also could be happen. Easier data backup when there is a network and they are sharing the same data, then there is easy to back up all kind of data as compared there is a when there is a single device. Okay, so it's always best good idea to form network. Okay, What is NIC card? Does anybody know what is NIC? NIC क्या होता है, किसी को
Yes,
पता है?
sir.
So just tell me, just one line. Can anyone tell me what is NIC? First of all, full form. What is full form of NIC? Okay, so NIC is there into my laptop or not? So full form is network interface card. There is always an IC into your laptop if you are accessing Wi-Fi. Without an IC, we will not able to use Wi-Fi. Okay, Wi-Fi, or you can use that adapter also to use Wi-Fi. I'm talking about Ethernet port. You cannot use internet with the help of Ethernet port if you will not have that NIC into your systems. Okay, and see, I will show you the diagram of NIC, how NIC looks like. So I think you might have seen that NIC card. Into your laptop or a system, there could be NIC if you are accessing network. Okay. So when we inject our RJ45 laptop, there is only that NIC card. See, as you can see in images, see, this is NIC. Okay, so this is small circuit which is there into a laptop or a hard or a CPU. So in this हम लोग वहां पे ये वायर लगाते हैं ना, हमारा जो राउटर से आएगा या फिर इंटरनेट का जो वायर आएगा, यहाँ पे लगाते हैं एग्जैक्टली। तो ये छोटी सी जो सर्किट रहती है, वी कॉल दिस NIC, नेटवर्क इंटरफेस कार्ड। विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस ओनली वी कैन यूज इंटरनेट। Okay, if it is not there, then we will not able to use the internet. Then we'll have to use adapter to access Wi-Fi. Okay, guys.
Yes.
And I think NIC is clear. What is repeater? Repeater is a thing which do which आपकी जो भी वाईफाई का रहता है उसके रेंज को इट विल एक्सपैंड टू सर्टेन मोर लेवल। जैसे आपका जो रेंज है 10 मीटर जा रहा है, सो इट विल एक्सपैंड टू 15 मीटर और 20 मीटर। ओके, सो रिपीटर हाउ इट लुक्स लाइक आई विल टेल यू। विल सी रिपीटर। Yeah, as you can see the diagram of a repeater. Yeah, this is the repeater and this is hub. Okay, you can use this repeater to you can expand your network area with the help of repeater, and there is a hub also. Okay, see, this is the repeater, you can say. And then it will there is a hub also which I told you, and there is switch. Already I told shown you the diagram of switch. We can use multiple systems, or we can form a network with the help of switch. There is bridge also and router. I think सबके घर में router, एक router तो होगा ही जिसका use करके you might have accessing this video lecture. Okay, and there is a gateway, means we can say router only, and there is a firewall. So firewall, I think you can use your router only as a firewall. Okay, so there is a policy inbuilt into your router. So अपने अपने router के setting में जाके have you have a block, might have someone, आपने किसी को ब्लॉक किया है राउटर के सेटिंग में जाके किसी आईपी को, किसी पर्टिकुलर मैक एड्रेस को। if your neighbor is trying to use your Wi-Fi, or somehow he got the password of your router or Wi-Fi and he is using, and एक दिन आपको पता चलता है, then you block that person. Okay, so ये सब आपने किया है?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So that is you can called as a or there is a policy that means you are editing that policy into your router. Okay, and आप बहुत सारा काम कर सकते हो, इवन कि आप कोई वेबसाइट ब्लॉक कर सकते हो into your router, आप कोई पूरा नेटवर्क ब्लॉक कर सकते हो, कोई पोर्ट नंबर ब्लॉक कर सकते हो, और वहां पे आप एक पर्टिकुलर HTTP पे चलने वाली कोई भी वेबसाइट नहीं चलेगी HTTP पे। आइदर यू कैन ब्लॉक यूट्यूब ऑल्सो, सो जो भी आपके वाईफाई से कनेक्ट होंगे ही विल नॉट एबल टू यूज दैट वाईफाई इनटू योर नेटवर्क, और यू कैन ब्लॉक Facebook, Instagram also. So there are things which you can do it through your router only. Okay, so यही सारी चीजें will do we हम लोग वहाँ in company will do with the dedicated firewall only. Okay, has anybody work in किसी ने PO उसमें KPO या फिर BPO में काम किया? वहां पे आपको इंटरनेट का एक्सेस तो रहेगा, बट यू विल नॉट एबल टू यूज इंस्टाग्राम, फेसबुक, यूट्यूब एंड ऑल। ओके, आप वहां पे जस्ट उनके जो भी पोर्टल होंगे या फिर उनकी कोई ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट होगी, यू विल एबल टू यूज दैट ओनली, बिकॉज दे अलाउ
वाइट
दैट।
बॉक्स ये रहते हैं उसमें।
एग्जैक्टली, दे डू white listing over there. Other than that white listing part, everything will be blocked. Okay, सो उनकी आईपी या फिर उनके जो पोर्टल पे एक जो ऑलरेडी सब पे रिक्वायर्ड है सारी वही व्हाइट लिस्ट होती है, अदर देन एवरीथिंग दे ब्लॉक। So you can do that also with your router, or if there is any kind of firewall, you can do that also. So see, this is I told you, I shown you, this is network interface card, which we call as NIC. Okay, here there is a option to put RJ45. यहाँ पे हम लोग wire insert inject कर सकते हैं. So this is the device which give internet to our system or hardware, we can say. There is a further more information about NIC, which is NIC is used for physically connect host device to a network media. Okay, so without this, our system is just an hardware, we can say. It will not able to connect to the internet, and you will not able to use your Instagram. Eventually, you will not able to talk to your friend. Okay, so for that, NIC is very much needed. So NIC is a printed circuit board that fits into an expansion slot of a bus on a computer motherboard. So there is a fixed part where NIC should be placed. There is a cut for that. So NIC placed over there, and in the CPU also there is a place where we can place this NIC card. It each NIC is identified by called as MAC address, media access control. What is MAC address? Anyone know? What is MAC address and IP address difference? See, the MAC address, you can see the address of your laptop. There would be a hexadecimal number, okay, for your laptop. So this would be your MAC address, okay. And the IP address, when you are connected to the network, then IP address will be assigned by router only. The DSCP is only responsible for assigning IP address, okay. So you can consider like IP address uses your name. With the help of that, you can communicate with each other. Like when you have to talk to your friend, you will tell his name. Okay, but MAC address, you can say the home address of yourself. Okay, so same thing like MAC address is the laptop address, or we can say system address, and IP address is that, and in the network that a particular device can be identified to that particular network with the help of IP address. Okay. The MAC address is used to control data communication for a host on a network. So when there is any kind of data communication which is going furthermore, so that is only controlled by MAC address only. Okay. So MAC address is responsible. MAC, if I have an IC into my system, that MAC address, I have something, and that NIC gets faulty after 1 year or a 2 year, and if I change that NIC card, then I will have different MAC address. So MAC address is only given by NIC only. So जैसे जैसे NIC इन केस में चेंज करता हूँ, मेरे सिस्टम के MAC एड्रेसेस भी चेंज हो जाएंगे. ओके, दिस इज रिपीटर. I told you this is repeater. यहाँ पे repeater is a network device used to generate a signal. So that signal which you have, you can regenerate it and you can pass further more. ओके, वायर से अगर से आप बड़ा बहुत दूर तक इंटरनेट पास करते हो तो वहां पे थोड़ी थोड़ी उसकी इंटेंसिटी कम होती रहती है. So you can use this kind of repeaters to maintain that equal intensity or bandwidth. Okay, repeater generate analog or a digital signal that are distorted by transmission loss due to attenuation. ओके सो इसके अंदर जो सिग्नल्स या फिर एनालॉग होते हैं वो इक्वली मैनर में बाईपास पास होते रहेंगे. सो यू विल हैव better connection at the end of that repeater. A repeater doesn't make an intelligent decision concerning forwarding packet. Okay, so it will not have any kind of control over the packet. It will just transfer that packet. Okay, there is hub also, bit transfer the data from one side to other. Okay, hub concentrate on connection which are responsible for connection is properly established or not. And active hub concentrate host and also regenerate the signal which is coming into hub. It will regenerate that signal. What do you mean by signal? That the network which I am using into a system that will regenerated by hub only. Okay, and there is bridge also. So see, there is a bridge which will be connected outside your network. Like see, there is a bridge connected to over here, through that which there is two hub connected. Okay, so it will regenerate the internet which is going to this hub. This will regenerate that network, and this network will be passed by this hub to these three pieces, this and also these three pieces. Okay, so you can consider this diagram to form a simple network. So if you have switch and six PCs, so you can form a network like this. Or if you have six ports over here into one hub only, so you can enter this 3 PC also into this hub only, hub 1 and hub 2. Okay, so you can put these 3 pieces into this hub 1 only, and bridge will be outside which will be connecting these two hub 1 and hub 2. Okay, so this is simple. You can say the network bridge convert network data format and perform basic data transmission management. So this PC communicate to this PC, and this PC can communicate to this PC with the help of hub and bridges. Bridge provide connection between LANs. If there is LAN area, local area network. Okay, so what is LAN when we'll learn in depth as we go furthermore in this session. Okay, so they also check the data, determine if it should cross the bridge. Okay, so when there is like see the PC1 is sending some kind of data, and if it is goes to bridge, it will determine that data, what kind of data, and it will pass to this. Okay, so anyone any doubt in this? Bridges, hub, switches, repeaters, and all?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
And here I told you there is a switches. With the help of switches, you will have the internet into, if you have 20 systems into your home, you can have internet at the same time into all 20 machines with the help of switch only. Okay, so you can consider, see, this is a switch. Okay, and this is a file or a printer server, and this is printer. Okay, so with the in switch, you can also connect any kind of server, printer, and if you have different kind of devices, you can also put into switch only. Okay, so switch is really helpful while accessing the network into different kinds of devices. So I have, as you can see, I have 6 machine, 2 printer, and 1 server. So that all are connected in with the help of switch. So you can use this printer to print any kind of file or anything from any one of the machine. Okay, if you are sitting here, you can also print. If you are sitting here, you can also print. Okay, if you're sitting here, you can also print. Okay, until and unless there is a all these devices are connected with the help of switch. And if we consider, see, there is a not switch. So what will happen? This switch will be connected to this printer will be connected to one of the system only. So you will able to just print machine from that machine only if there is not switch connected. Okay, so switch is very important to form a network. So these thing are established in cyber cafe. ओके, आपने अगर से साइबर कैफे में गए होंगे, सो जो साइबर कैफे का ऑनर होगा, वो कहीं पे भी बैठ के प्रिंट आउट वहां से निकाल सकता है। ओके, बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज कनेक्टेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्विच ओनली। ओके, द प्रिंटर एंड द एवरी सिस्टम जो वहां पे जितने हैं सारे स्विच से ही कनेक्टेड होते हैं। Switches add more intelligence to data transfer management. Okay, so when I'm sending data to from this PC to this printer, we can definitely send. And if I want to send some kind of file, or if I want to there is a very confidential data into one file, then I can share that file also, and I can assign permission in that network that what this user can do. Even this can read just only, or he can just write or edit only. We can do this kind of things in a network. They can determine if the data should remain on a LAN and transfer data only to connection that need. Okay, another difference between bridges and switches is that switch doesn't convert data transmitter format. Matlab, switch doesn't convert data transmitter format. So the data which is being transmitted, it doesn't convert. It keeps into that format only originally in which that data was originally. Okay, so it doesn't convert that format, or it doesn't change. Okay, so there is a router. Okay, so we'll learn about routers. I think everybody already know what is router and how we use that. हमने just घर में ही देख लिया रहेगा कि अगर से हमें if we want to use internet, then we'll have require that router. Okay, so router की कुछ famous companies के नाम बता सकते हो? Just famous, जो very much famous है.
TP-Link.
Exactly, TP-Link you can say the most famous one. And pardon? Eyeball. Okay, so
Geo.
Geo Fiber, yeah, you can say. Airtel Fiber is also there, Geo Fiber is there, and there is also D-Link. Okay, which is also most famous one. Okay, and router can generate a signal and concentrate multiple connection, convert data transmission format, and manage data transfer. So with the help of that router also we can manage, or we can transfer any kind of data to any machine which is connected to the same network. So it's very important to have a connected any system which I'm transferring any kind of data, that all should be on a same network only. They can also connect to WAN, which allow them to connect LANs that are separated by great distance. Okay, so if there is a great distance, so we can connect our network with the that another network with the help of WAN and all. Okay, so there is a way that we can do connect two network into a single network. See, there is a gateway. Okay, so that router we can call that gateway only. Okay, so there would be a, you can say, central part of any network. So what is the central part? You can say this is the central part. So two server are connected left and right with this gateway, and with these two server there is a switch, you can say switch connected, and with the help of that switch there are five PC connected. Okay, so the middle part, or you can say the central part of any network would be gateway. Okay, and into your home you can consider router as a gateway only. Okay, so gateway जो होती है उसकी by default IP क्या होती है पता है? Does anybody know the IP of your router?
127.
Pardon?
127.
Pardon?
192.
Yeah, exactly. 192.
192.168.0.0.1.
Exactly. 0.1 is the gateway IP, or it could be 1.1 in other case. Okay, so if this is your router's IP address. Okay, and if you want to configure your router, and if you want to change the policy or default allow policy of your router, you can enter this IP address into your Chrome or any browser, and you can change your router setting and all. You can block anyone, you can block any IP address, you can block any website. Okay. So the gateway is a piece of network hardware used to telecommunication network that allows data to flow from one distance or yeah, फिर one discrete network to another. From one device to another device, we can use this gateway to transfer any kind of data. So already we have discussion on firewall. So we'll also have a few moment on that. So as you can see, there is a internet, and in there is a router also, and in between router there is a firewall. Okay, firewall, it's not like wall that you are placing between next to your router. It isn't like that. The firewall could be a software or any kind of dedicated server, or it could be hardware. Okay, with the help of router there is two system, दो लैपटॉप कनेक्टेड है, दो डेस्कटॉप कनेक्टेड है, वन लैपटॉप कनेक्ट है और एक डेस्कटॉप और एक टैबलेट कनेक्टेड है. ओके, सो फायरवॉल कहाँ पे है? बिटवीन राउटर एंड इंटरनेट. सो अभी यहाँ पे ये जो लैपटॉप है, इफ लैपटॉप वांट टू एक्सेस समथिंग, वो इंटरनेट पे कुछ ढूंढना चाहता है, सो that packet will gone through with the will gone by router, and this firewall will be monitor that traffic whether it is allowed into this firewall or not. Okay, and when the connection is coming, so then also packet will be analyzed by this firewall only, and if it is malicious, then it would be drop over here, or that firewall will give you a pop-up button into your system that this could be a malicious, and you can allow or deny according to your need. Okay, so firewall work like this. Or you can also make your system as a firewall. If you have a 10 laptop into or a 10 computer into your home, you can download a software for firewall into your machine, and you can use your laptop or a computer as a firewall. So everything data that all 10 system are accessing, वो आपके लैपटॉप से होके जाएगा, और जो रिक्वेस्ट भी आ रही है वो आपके सिस्टम से होके जाएगी. इट मीन्स यू आर the proxy, or you are in between that internet and 10 of routers or 10 of systems. ओके, सो वहां पे आप क्या कर सकते हो, कौन सा सिस्टम क्या रिक्वेस्ट डाल रहा है, कौन सी वेबसाइट एक्सेस कर रहा है, एवरीथिंग यू कैन मॉनिटर. So firewall are inserted in a in connection between secure internal network and potentially insecure external networks such as internet. So what is insecure network and secure network? Can anyone tell me what is secure network or insecure network?
सर इनसिक्योर मतलब कोई भी एक्सेस कर सकता है.
Exactly. And secure, which is your private network. You can
प्रिविलेजेस
say,
लगे लेते.
yeah. बट यहाँ पे जैसे अभी सिक्योर एंड नेट इनसिक्योर नेटवर्क मींस अभी आप अपने घर पे यू आर कनेक्टेड टू योर वाईफाई. ओके, सो according to my point of view, you are on unsecure network. If I will connect to you all, so for me that is insecure network, and I'm connected to my Wi-Fi into my home and or into my office. So I'm into safe zone because I'm connected to my router. But according to you, I'm connected to a insecure network when you try to connect to me. Okay, so it is that is a different perspective when you are looking for a that other network. So it could be a insecure network according to your point of view. But the guy who is connected to into that network, for him that is secure network. Okay, this also could be a definition, and the one which you also told me. Okay, both you can consider as a definition, secure and insecure network. Or you can say internet is insecure, you can consider, and the network through which you are connected into your home, that is secure network. Exactly. And firewall are typically configured to reject access request from unrecognized source while allowing action from recognized one. Okay, so if anything that is allowed into firewall, that only will be allowed, and other thing will be blocked. Okay, so you have to configure that firewall according to your need, whether you want to allow anything or deny anything into your network. So according to that, you can edit that file, or you can configure your firewall settings. The vital role firewall plays in network secure grows in parallel with the constant increase in cyber attacks. So nowadays there is a lot of cyber attacks happening because there is a lot of hackers evolving nowadays because technology is improving. So attackers are technology is improving. So attackers skill are also improving. They are upgrading themselves. So there are new techniques coming nowadays to attack on a network or any kind of device. Okay, so we have to up to date ourselves to secure ourselves. Okay, as like yesterday we have seen different kinds of malware are there into on a network. So that kind of malware download from internet. If I'm downloading any kind of movie files and all, and if that malware is bind behind that movie or any kind of software, so our firewall will stop us. Okay, even though if we are downloading, that means you are our हम अपनी पॉलिसी बोल सकते हैं, सिक्योरिटी पॉलिसी इन डेंजर डाल रहे हैं. ओके, सो ट्रस्टेड सोर्स जो होता है कोई भी कंटेंट डाउनलोड करने का, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव अ ट्रस्टेड सोर्स. व्हाट इज नेटवर्क मीडिया? The function of media is to carry the flow of information through a LAN. Okay, so local area network. So this is the function to carry information over LAN. Okay, and wired media. So here we'll learn that what is the different kinds of wire and how they connected with each other. Widely adopted family that uses copper and fiber media. Okay, so the wire which you are which is there into your router from ISP or internet service provider, that is fiber cables, you can say, or there is coaxial cable according to need. There is that different kind of thing. If there is server, then there would be a different kind of wire and into our home, and the router with the wire which is coming into our router, that is different kind of wire. So it's depend according to need what kind of cables or wires is required over there. Okay, so our LAN, local area network technology, are collectively known as Ethernet. So the local area network means there would be a lot of systems connected to each other. Okay, with the help of Ethernet, we'll have further more discussion on what is local area network and Ethernet. So see, there is a copper cable. So there is a type of copper cable, coaxial cable, shielded cable, twisted pair. So STP, unshielded twisted pair means there won't be any kind of shield, and in that there will be a shield. And the second option is there is fiber optic cables. Okay, in wire media, use the atmosphere or a space as a medium. So wireless media, when you are accessing Wi-Fi, so that is wireless media. So does any wire is connected to your from your router to the your mobile phone? No, you are accessing with the help of Wi-Fi only. And if you are transferring any movie or photo with the help of Bluetooth, I think Bluetooth से सब लोग ने शेयरिंग किया रहेगा पहले के टाइम पे. Nowadays, share it and Google share, everything is there. But किसी ने ब्लूटूथ से शेयरिंग किया है किसी जेपीजी फाइल का या फिर टेक्स्ट
Back
फाइल
in
का?
the days.
पढ़ा?
It was back in the days.
हाँ एग्जैक्टली आप पुराने फोन्स के अंदर आप ब्लूटूथ से शेयर करते थे, पर इतना ज्यादा होता नहीं था क्योंकि जब ये सभी चीजें जियो के आने के पहले होती थी, क्योंकि जब से जियो है एवरीबॉडी हैज अ लॉट ऑफ डेटा. सो वो लोग ऑलरेडी जो डाउनलोड करने के लिए जो भी एप्लीकेशंस है सारे ऑलरेडी होते हैं सबके पास. नहीं भी होते तुरंत डाउनलोड कर लेते हैं क्योंकि बिकॉज देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ डेटा जो कि अल्टीमेटली वेस्ट जाता ही है. ओके, सो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ वायर देयर कॉपर केबल. ओके, so as you can see there is a proper shielded copper cable, as you can see, and there is only one wire, and there is one wire but it has how many shield? One, two, three shield is there, and there is another kind of another kind of wire. So आपके राउटर में जो वायर रहेगा वो समथिंग विल बी लुक लाइक दिस ओनली. वहां पे आपको इतने सारे वायर दिखेंगे. वो डिस्कनेक्ट सारे वायर को वहां से पिन के अंदर इंसर्ट करके आपके लैपटॉप में लगाता है. जो इंटरनेट वाला जब भी आएगा आप देखोगे तो वहां पे आपको समथिंग ऐसे वायर दिखेंगे, वो भी उनको ऐसे कट करके से फैलाएगा, फिर RJ45 का जो पिन होगा उसके अंदर इंसर्ट करके वो फिर राउटर के अंदर इंसर्ट करेगा। Okay, so the most common, easiest, quickest, and the cheapest form of network media is media to install. The disadvantages of sending data over copper wire is that further the signal travels, the weaker is to become. Means as the wire length is increasing, the signal would be decreasing. Okay, so shorter will be the wire and faster will be the data transfer. So इसीलिए जो अपने एरिया में भी यू माइट हैव सीन जो स्विचेस होती है जहाँ पे रखा होता है, अगर से आपका घर इट इज टू फार, व्हेन इट इज टू फार सो you'll हैव अ लेस इंटरनेट स्पीड, और जो जस्ट बाजू में ही होगा स्विचेस के जिसका घर, सो उसकी स्पीड आप कंपेयर करके देखना, you'll have a less speed as compared to guy who is next to that switch only. Okay, so this happens. There is also coaxial cable. You can say there is outer jacket and a braided copper shielded and copper conductor is there, and over copper conductor there is plastic insulator is there. Okay, so there is a different layer for copper cable. You can say अपने ऐसे वायर्स आप पुराने जो टीवी के अंदर जो केबल सिस्टम आता था डेक्स इसके पहले राउटर सेट टॉप बॉक्स के पहले उसके अंदर कुछ इस तरह के वायर्स होते थे। आई रिमेम्बर, डज एनीबॉडी रिमेम्बर? जो केबल टीवी में लगते थे उसके अंदर ये सब वायर लगते थे। ओके, उसके अंदर मल्टीपल लेयर्स होते थे केबल्स के, एंड उन मल्टीपल लेयर के बीच में जस्ट वन वायर निकल के आता था। ओके, इसकी स्पीड आप देख सकते हो फ्रॉम बिटवीन 10 टू 100 Mbps है। इसकी कॉस्ट क्या है? इनएक्सपेंसिव, मीन्स इट इज यू कैन से मच अ बिट एक्सपेंसिव, एंड wait a second, will allow some. Okay, and the maximum cable length is 500 meter, and the medium connector size you can just say medium, there is no further hi-fi connector. Okay, and the shielded twisted pair there is uh, you can say there is outer jacket and a braided shield and the foil shielded and the twisted pairs of wire. So there is four wire, they are twisted in between each other, and two wire will be from one foil shield, and these two foil shield will be from one braided shield. Okay, so यहाँ पे से दो निकल के आ रहे from one, and these two are coming from this one, you can say. So this is shielded twisted pair. You can just remember the how the things are there, how the shelter twisted papers looks like. And there is unshielded pair. As you can see, there is how many wires are coming from one outer jacket only? 1, 2, 3, 4. Means 8 wires are coming. So यहाँ पे what we can say, ज्यादा हार्ड या फिर ज्यादा लॉन्ग लास्टिंग कौन सा वायर होगा? ये अनशील्डेड या फिर शील्डेड वाला? Which one would be more long lasting? Shielded one.
Shielded. Shielded.
Shielded one. Because it has more safety. There is outer jacket, two, three outer jacket, and it has only one outer jacket. If the cat comes and वो अगर से पैर से भी या फिर दांत से उसको जस्ट कट करेगी, तो ये यहाँ पे जो भी वायर से पतले पतले सारे अनप्लग हो सकते हैं, and you might have face internet issue into your home or office and all. Okay. So UTP is a four-pair wire medium used in a variety of network. So as you can see, there is the four pair of two wire. First, second, third, fourth. There are four pair. Okay. Each pair has 8 copper wires, and the UTP cables is covered over insulated materials. Means you can say in between one wire there would be a 8 wire. Like see, this is one outer jacket and it has two wire, means there is 4 wire, 8 wires, and the speed it varies between 10 to 100 or 100 to 1000 Mbps depend upon length पे डिपेंड करती है स्पीड की कितना बड़ा वायर है, एंड डिस्टेंस कितना है बिटवीन स्विच टू दैट होस्ट डिवाइस, एंड लेंथ कितना जा रहा है डिपेंड करता है उस पर, टोटली स्पीड कितनी होती है। सो यू कैन से 10 से लेके 1000 Mbps के बीच में भी हो सकती है। तो ये थोड़ा कम एक्सपेंसिव होता है, इसके पहले वाला थोड़ा ज्यादा होता है बिकॉज इट हैज मोर कवरिंग, मोर आउटर लेयर्स। इसके अंदर भी जो कनेक्टर्स लगे होते हैं स्मॉल वाले लगे होते हैं, बट इसके पहले वाले मीडियम वाले थे। और इसके मैक्सिमम केबल की लेंथ 100 मीटर्स तक हो सकती है। ओके, यहाँ पे आपको यूटीपी इम्प्लीमेंटेशन, ये जो दिख रहा है यहाँ पे RJ45, ओके, यहाँ पे इसको क्या बोलते हैं, EIA TIA स्पेसिफिक RJ45 कनेक्टर। ओके, सो ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर, ये जो हमारे राउटर या फिर लैपटॉप में NIC में लगता है, इसको हम लोग RJ45 कनेक्टर भी we would say। ओके, द लेटर RJ स्टैंड फॉर, यू कैन से, रजिस्टर्ड जैक। तो इन केस व्हेन द इंटरनेट सर्विस प्रोवाइडर अगर से आपके घर में आता है और आप उससे कनेक्टर का नाम पूछते हो, व्हाट वी कॉल दिस, सो ही विल से दिस इज RJ45, देन यू कैन आस्क फॉर हिम व्हाट इज द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ RJ, देन ही विल से रजिस्टर्ड जैक। ओके, दिस इज फाइबर ऑप्टिकल केबल and glass fiber carry light pulses, each pulse is a bit। Okay, so this is wire, अगर से यहाँ पे आप if you insert laser light, और ये कितना भी डिस्टेंस रहे, that laser light would be coming to this end, और ये लेजर लाइट का जो आउटपुट होगा यहाँ से होगा। ओके, सो इन दैट जो लेजर लाइट होता है वो ट्रांसफर करता है एक दूसरे को, एक एक इंच पे भी, एक एक सेंटीमीटर पे भी वो एक दूसरे को ट्रांसफर करके, रेप्लिकेट करके वो सीधा एक एंड से दूसरे एंड पे दिख जाएगा। सो अगर से इफ यू हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ ऑप्टिकल फाइबर केबल्स, अगर से आप यहाँ पे लेजर लाइट इफ यू इंसर्ट, द आउटपुट विल बी फ्रॉम अदर एंड। सो ये बहुत ब्यूटीफुल दिखता है। सो बेस्ड ऑन द टोटल इंटरनल रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ लाइट। ओके, सो इसके अंदर, हाँ एग्जैक्टली, यहाँ पे टोटल रिफ्लेक्शन होता है, मीन्स if I'm inserting light from this end, so that total light with intensity that would be constant, because that intensity of light is transmitting throughout the wire only. Okay, so that is maintained, the intensity is maintained into this optical fiber cable. The high speed point to point transmission between 10 to 100 Gbps. So it's really, you can say, very fast, like GB coaxial cable या फिर unshielded cable, वो सबसे तो इसमें इंटेंसिटी इसकी या फिर ट्रांसमिशन की जो स्पीड है ज्यादा है, क्योंकि वहां पे कितना था, एक में 10 to 100 Mbps था, एक में 10 to 1000 था बिटवीन, बट यहाँ पे 10 to 100 Gbps है। सो यू कैन कंसिडर हाउ फास्ट इट कुड बी। ओके, so low error rate repeaters packet far apart, immune for electromagnetic noise. So all this is depend upon electromagnetic noise only. Communication protocols, there are also protocols like TCP and UDP. Okay, so into a network or on a network, two devices, how they communicate with each other, it depend upon protocols what they are using. So if they are using TCP protocol, so that will be a properly connected protocol, and if they are using UDP protocol, they will have a connection. There is no guarantee for the connection. Okay. So you can say the TCP IP is the foundation of all the modern networking. So in this world and the networking, two devices are communicating with each other. This totally with the help of TCP only. It defines the addressing, identification, and the routing specification for IPv4 and IPv6. Okay, which one? TCP IP. It is defining the set of protocol for the internet. Means in on the internet, how two devices will be communicated is totally defined by TCP or UDP only. Okay. And what is the full form of EIEEI 8002? It is a family of IEEE, stand for dealing with the local area network and metropolitan area network. There's more guys coming. So you can see here, you can see the OSI model. Okay, so OSI model is very important concept. If you want to do something into a networking, you will have to learn OSI model. Okay. So USI model means how two devices are communicating, what are the layers through which they are passing that data which you are transmitting from one system to another system. So there are 7 layer into OSI model. Okay, and they are transmitting that data between that 7 layer. Okay, does anybody know about OSI model and all? Anything? Okay, no problem. So in future, if you'll get chance, or if it let's say slide me, yeah, see, this is the stable layer you can say of OSI model. So first layer is application layer. Okay, जैसे आप मुझे अगर से कुछ वीडियो अगर से भेज रहे हो, कोई अपने सिस्टम से मेरे मेल पे भेज रहे हो, सो वो सेबल लेयर से होके जाएगा. ओके, फर्स्ट आपका एप्लीकेशन लेयर जहां से आप मुझे वो वीडियो या फिर फोटोज भेज रहे हो, देन प्रेजेंटेशन लेयर वुड बी देयर, एंड तीनों लेयर को मिला के यहाँ पे एप्लीकेशन लेयर होता है. और कौन कौन से लेयर पे कौन कौन से प्रोटोकॉल्स काम करते हैं, यू कैन सी दिस. यहाँ पे एचटीटीपी काम करता है, एफटीपी, एसएमटीपी, डीएनएस, आरआईपी एंड एसएनएमपी. Okay, so there are first layer, present application layer, second is presentation, and the third is session layer. And after all these 3 layer, there is a transport layer in which the data will really transfer. And वहां पे वो decide करेगा कि वो कौन सा प्रोटोकॉल यूज करेगा, टीसीपी और यूडीपी. ओके, सी गाइज, अगर से वो टीसीपी यूज करेगा सो इट विल हैव डेटा कि अगर से आप मुझे 10 फोटो भेज रहे हो, सो 10 फोटो बिट्स में कन्वर्ट होंगे, एंड इट विल हैव गारंटी दैट ऑल 10 के 10 कि वो आपको वहां पे प्रॉपरली मिलेंगे और एक ही ऑर्डर में मुझे 10 का 10 फोटोज मिलेगा. ओके, एंड इफ दैट कनेक्शन इज यूजिंग यूडीपी प्रोटोकॉल, इट मीन्स वहां पे मेरे को कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि मेरे को 10 के 10 फॉल्स आएगी और प्रॉपर कंडीशन में आएगी. हो सकती है उसमें से कोई एक भी ड्रॉप हो जाए कहीं पे, सो उसकी कोई गारंटी नहीं होती कि आपने मुझे जैसे 10 पैकेट भेजा है, सो वो दैट वुड बी इनटू सेम मैनर आल्सो, देयर विल नॉट हैव एनी गारंटी. Okay, and then there is a network layer. On that there is IP deciding. Like if you send it to me, then what would be my IP? It will totally decide by network layer only. And there is data link layer and physical layer. And if I'm accessing that data, some data would be gone through that data link layer. And see, I'm not accessing. See, there is a data link layer and then physical layer. On this layer, your data will be passed through into bits form over the wire. Okay, and if I'm accessing that data, then that I will refer this from bottom to top. See, so data will मेरे पास जब आएगा तो physical layer में होगा. So data will be into first comes into physical layer, then data link layer, वहां पे उसकी और property वगैरह define होगा. Then there would be a network layer. Okay, and data will pass through transport layer. Then I will have a session of accessing that particular data. Then presentation layer will present the data in front of into my system and application which I'm using to accessing that kind of data. If there is a mail, so application layer could be a mail application you can say, or SMTP protocol. Okay, so I will have accessing that data which you have sent to me into application layer. Okay, so you will use 7 layers to send data, and I will use 7 layer in reverse order to access that data. Okay, so OSI model clear है guys? या फिर clear है? Yes, you can answer me guys अगर से clear है नहीं है तो we can have a revision. Okay, anyone? Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
So I think a bit too clear picture हो गया होगा कि what is OSI model means. Totally when I'm transferring any kind of data, so it follows that OSI model, okay, to transfer that data from one end to another end. कि ज्यादा हैवी हो रहा है, मुझे बता सकते हो कि इफ हैवी आ रहा है, बाउंसर जा रहा है, बता सकते हो? Yes guys, anyone?
सर बहुत हेवी एंड bouncy।
बहुत हेवी हो रहा है। ओके, सो एकदम थोड़ा बेसिक में बताता हूँ कि OSI मॉडल मीन्स यहाँ पे आप कुछ भी आप भेज रहे हो, अगर से आप किसी फ्रेंड को भेज रहे हो तो वो टोटली एक लेयर होके जाएगा। ओके, सो फर्स्ट एप्लीकेशन लेयर होगा जिस एप्लीकेशन से आप भेज रहे हो। ओके, फिर प्रेजेंटेशन लेयर होएगा, फिर सेशन लेयर में जहाँ पे उसके सेशन आईडी डिफाइन होगी। ओके, कि ये पैकेट को ये सेशन आईडी है। फिर ऐसे ऐसे ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर होगा, फिर नेटवर्क लेयर पे जाएगा जहाँ पे वो पैकेट को ना कन्वर्ट होएगा बिट्स के अंदर, फिर फ्रेम्स के अंदर कन्वर्ट होगा, फिर वहां पे जाके एनालॉग में कन्वर्ट होगा। अगर से कोई फोटो है तो कोई जेपीजी फॉर्मेट में फोटो नहीं जाने वाला है, क्योंकि वो वहां पे अल्टीमेटली जाके कन्वर्ट होएगा बिट्स में, और फ्रेम्स के अंदर बाइट्स में कन्वर्ट होगा। ओके, सो अलग अलग लेयर पे अलग अलग फॉर्म में डेटा कन्वर्ट होके वहां पे इंटरनेट पे ट्रांसफर होता है। ओके, यहाँ तक क्लियर है?
यस सर।
एंड देन जब मैं रिसीव करूंगा तो डेटा तो मैं बिट्स में रिसीव करूंगा नहीं। अगर से आपने मुझे कोई जेपीजी फॉर्मेट में फोटो भेजा है, देन आई विल नॉट रिसीव दैट डेटा इनटू जेपीजी फॉर्मेट, बिट बिट और बाइट और फ्रेम फॉर्मेट। I will have to access that data into JPG format only. So it then my receiving, or I will follow these step from physical into application layer while receiving data. Okay, so in physical layer data अगर से बिट्स में है तो वो फ्रेम्स में कन्वर्ट होगा, फिर जाके धीरे धीरे वो बाइट में कन्वर्ट होगा। ओके, फिर वो पैकेट में कन्वर्ट होगा। यहाँ पे ट्रांसपोर्ट लेयर पे आई थिंक डेटा पैकेट्स में होता है, यहाँ पे पैकेट्स में, फिर यहाँ फ्रेम्स में होता है। ओके, तो यहाँ पे सेशन लेयर पे भी फिर एक सेशन जनरेट होगा मेरे ब्राउजर के अंदर, फिर प्रेजेंटेशन लेयर में डेटा प्रेजेंट होगा, फिर एप्लीकेशन लेयर के अंदर मैं डेटा को या फिर जो भी इमेज को देखने के लिए कोई भी पैकेज होगा वो मैं उसके अंदर से जाके देख सकता हूँ। ओके, सो मेनली डेटा ट्रांसफर या फिर रिसीव करने के लिए जो भी ओएसआई मॉडल वी यूज टू हैव दिस ओएसआई मॉडल, करेक्ट?
यस।
ओके, there is a wireless LAN. Now, guys, we'll move a little bit fast, but not fast. We'll have a better discussion. Like, what is PAN? Okay, so personal area network. And what is LAN, local area network? What is CAN, computer campus area network, metropolitan area network? So you might have listened all these terminologies. Does anybody know any terminologies from here? Anyone? No? Okay, we'll learn. So personal area networks means you will have the network which is your personal network. You will not have that that is like internet. Okay, so personal area network is a computer network that used for data transmitter amongst device such as computer, telephone, tablet, and personal digital assistants. Means जो भी आपके personal है, if you are using to transfer any kind of data over a network, that network could be called as a personal area network. Okay.
यस सर।
And also known as HAN. Yani means home area network. Means into your home, if there is any a network which you have from, you can consider that is home area network. Okay, and you can see the example. If there is your phone cable, your phone is a there is a router, and through a router there is camera, iPod, printer, tablet. If there is anything connected, that you can consider as a personal area network. Okay. What is local area network? So into local area network, see आपके जो एरिया में इंटरनेट आता है that is local area network. You can say LAN. So यहाँ पे आपको एक ISP local area internet service provider मिलेगा, वो यहाँ से आपको अलग अलग स्विचेस से अलग अलग आपको नेटवर्क दे के जाएगा। Okay, so the internet which you are accessing, that is local area network. Xerox Corporate World in collaboration with the DEC and Intel is to create Ethernet, which is most pervasive LAN architecture used today. Okay, so जो LAN हम लोग यूज करते हैं उसी की बात है। Ethernet has evolved and has been significantly improved. Okay, स्पीड वगैरह सब उसकी इम्प्रूव हो चुकी है। सो अगर से अभी धीरे धीरे इम्प्रूव हो रहा है, जैसे अभी पर्सनल एरिया नेटवर्क या फिर होम एरिया नेटवर्क हमारे घर तक था, समझ लो। और उसके बाद जब लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क आया तो आपके लोकल एरिया तक हो गया, जैसे आप कहीं और रहते हो, जैसे आप कहीं रहते हो कुरला या फिर इंटू कल्याण, तो वो कल्याण के अंदर जो आपका आ गया, आपके लोकल एरिया का जो नेटवर्क है वो आपका लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क है इंटू लोकल एरिया। क्लियर है गाइस? अभी पर्सनल आपके होम तक ही लिमिटेड था, एंड दैट लोकल एरिया इज लिमिटेड टू योर लोकल एरिया। ओके, एंड देर इज कैंपस एरिया नेटवर्क। सो जहाँ पे आप अपने अगर से ऑफिस में या फिर आप अपने स्कूल्स के अंदर जो नेटवर्क एक्सेस करते हैं वो कैंपस एरिया का होता है। ओके, क्योंकि वहाँ पे होम वाला नहीं होता, वहाँ पे एक प्रॉपरली एक कैंपस एरिया के लिए नेटवर्क स्टैब्लिश किया जाता है। एग्जैक्टली। सो अगर से आप अपने स्कूल्स के अंदर या फिर कॉलेजेस के अंदर इंटरनेट एबल टू फॉर एक्सेसिंग, सो दैट इज कैंपस एरिया नेटवर्क। यहाँ पे ये थोड़ा लैन से बड़ा होता है। अभी जैसे सबसे छोटा होम था, एंड अ बिट बेटर देन होम देयर इज अ लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क, एंड उस लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क से भी बड़ा आपका कौन सा होता है? कैंपस एरिया नेटवर्क, बट स्मॉलर देन अ मेट्रोपॉलिटन, एंड आफ्टर दिस देयर वुड बी अ मेट्रो एरिया नेटवर्क। ओके, जहाँ पे दो तीन एरिया लोकल एरिया कनेक्टेड होगी वहां पे मेट्रोपॉलिटिकल एरिया नेटवर्क होगा। ओके, सो धीरे धीरे इवॉल्व हो रहा है। सबसे फर्स्ट कौन सा था? पर्सनल एरिया नेटवर्क, देन
LAN,
एग्जैक्टली
LAN.
लोकल, एग्जैक्टली देन लोकल एरिया नेटवर्क, and after that campus area network, and then this is metropolitan area network, which is साइज में जो बहुत ज्यादा बड़ा होता है, ये 5 से 50 किलोमीटर के डिस्टेंस पे होगा। ओके, तो अगर से आप जहाँ पे रहते हो उसके अराउंड जो 50 किलोमीटर के अंदर है, सारा मेट्रोपॉलिटिकल एरिया नेटवर्क में आता है वो। और यहाँ पे वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क भी होता है जो कि पूरे ग्लोब पे होता है। ओके, जो बहुत बड़ा होता है, आई थिंक वो मेट्रोपॉलिटन से बड़ा होता है। वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क एग्जिस्ट ओवर अ लार्जर एरिया, डेटा ट्रेवल थ्रू टेलीफोन और केबल वायर के थ्रू, यहाँ पे केबल लाइंस के थ्रू ट्रेवल करेगा। यूजुअली रिक्वायर अ मॉडर्न, यू डेटा ट्रांसफर करने के लिए वहाँ पे मॉडर्न की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी। वर्ल्ड्स लार्जेस्ट वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क इज द इंटरनेट। ओके, सो वाइड एरिया नेटवर्क का एक ही एग्जांपल क्या है? वो जस्ट इंटरनेट है। ओके, यहाँ पे यू कैन स्टोरेज एरिया नेटवर्क इज आल्सो देयर, व्हाट वी कॉल्ड एज सैन। Okay, so storage area network, as you can see, there is a एक Unix machine is there, and there is अलग netware is there, and there is a hubs and switches, and there are 2 3 servers, and everything is there, and they all are interconnected with each other, and they are forming a storage device. Okay, they are forming a storage network. Okay, so the network that we are that they are forming in order to have some storage, so that network you can call as storage or SAN. So the purpose is to store some kind of data. SAN may be referred as a hub network or a special purpose network because they have special purpose of storing any kind of data. There is virtual private network, means VPN. VPN हम सब लोग ने यूज किया guys.
Yes, sir.
सब लोग ने अपने अपने फोन में लैपटॉप में VPN ऑलरेडी यूज कर चुके होंगे। Okay, so VPN is really important when you are accessing any kind of data or any kind of website, and if you want yourself to be anonymous, so the VPN you use on that. Okay, VPN in case यहाँ पे क्या होती है, जैसे सी दिस इज अ VPN क्लाइंट जो आप VPN यूज कर रहे हो, एंड दिस इज इंटरनेट, and there are VPN servers. Okay, so there is a tunnel created over there. So आप वहाँ पे जो भी आप इंटरनेट एक्सेस करते हो, so that is you can say that is going through into some of tunnels. Okay, so there is a privacy that what you are accessing will not be accessed by other user on internet, or that won't be seen by other users of internet. Authentication is provided to validate the identities of two peers. Okay, guys, see, I think it's a 9:15, so should we do some practical now? It's theory part is, I think
Yes,
it's
sir.
enough. Yeah, and if the time will remain, So we'll again do this PPT, and till then we'll do this practical part. Okay, sound good?
Yes.
Okay. So for that, we'll download that VM workstation. एंड हियर आई हैव मशीन दिस काली मशीन जैसे आप लोग ने अपने फोन में अपने सिस्टम में अगर से डाउनलोड किया है सो विल इंस्टॉल दैट काली मशीन and there is also one more machine which I want to on. So I have 2-3 very important and interesting tools into my system. I will on one more Kali machine. किसी को इंस्टॉलेशन में कुछ इशू आया while installing this Kali Linux into VMware? Which kind of?
So in my laptop, it is now also not installed. It is showing that the file is corrupt.
Okay, so again you download that ISO from the website
So
which I
I
told
have
you.
tried almost 10 to 15 times.
Okay.
So I installed from the website, but the extension is wrong, I guess. It's showing like it's VMD something and it
See,
needs some
I will
file.
tell you what you have to download. See, you have to download this 7-zip file. Okay. Where I don't have, I
So
think
the
right now.
file we are getting from that website now, it is not
Yeah.
zip file. It is totally open, not
Okay.
zip.
No, so it means you are installing the wrong file. Okay, so file which you have to download, I'll tell you right now. Okay, see, just you have to where you have to download. You can just click the screenshot and anything you can, or you can just write down Kali Linux for VMware. Okay, so you have to go to first option. No, you don't have to go here. You have to go to this Get Kali Linux official website. You have to go, and below you have to look for VMware. There is Kali Linux dedicated made for a VMware. See, as you can see, this is where you have to download. सब लोग ने यहीं से किया है क्या कि कहीं और से किया है?
सर यहीं से किया
So exactly
So
Okay.
this
I've
one.
downloaded
मतलब
from
ये
there.
आप यहाँ
यही
पे
से
डाउनलोड पे स्विच करोगे तो यहाँ पे आप यू कैन से ओपन यहाँ पे आपको जो दिखेगा ना दैट वुड बी इनटू 7-zip फॉर्मेट. आई थिंक मेरे पास होगा तो मैं आप लोगों को दिखाता हूँ और एक्सट्रैक्ट करके भी दिखाऊंगा और चलो इंस्टॉल करके भी दिखा देता हूँ फटाक से. इट विल टेक हार्डली 5 मिनट्स. ओके, where it is, let me find. I think it is in a ISO files. See, the thing which you will download, it will be in a 7-zip. Like this is extension, it is .7z. No, it would be like this. See, this you have to download, and when you will extract this, you will get this kind of folder, and nothing you have to do. You have to do just so you have to go to here, file option. You have to go to new virtual machine, and you have to select next option, and here you have to select this and you have to browse to that folder which you have extracted. See, there is ISO file folder and Kali Linux, and you have to go inside this. And I have already installed, that's why it is showing. And if you have not installed, you will be getting that one file. And you have to just install that, or I think you just have to open it so you can see that. I will show you. You will have to just open that a ISO file and you have to go to that Kali. See, this which you can see Kali Linux 202212 VMware MD64. This you have to select that and open it. Kali Linux will be automatically installed into your system. You don't have to select anything. You don't have to write anything. Okay, guys, you have to just extract that 7-zip file with the 7-zip extractor, and everything will be downloaded or installed properly into your VMware. Is it clear, guys? You have to go to open option, not you have to install. So you have to go to file and you have to go to open option. Okay, and you can use that option and click open. That will be installed into your system. Now, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just install meanwhile. So everyone just install today, and you can have we can have a discussion in the first 8 to 10 minutes. If anyone has faced any kind of issue, or 8 to 10 minutes के बीच में either you can, अगर से किसी को genuinely कोई doubt है, so he can share me screen. We'll solve that error if there is any error. Okay.
So I downloaded from the same website, but
Okay. So even though
then
you are
also,
getting error,
yes, sir.
okay. So I think you have extracted or not? Have you extracted?
Yes, sir. But there is no option of extracting that file.
So yeah, so for the extracting, you have to download that 7-zip extractor from here. 7-zip extractor, you have to download 7-zip extract. Okay, so you have to download this 7-zip. Okay, from here, download you have to. For Windows, you have to download, no? So this you have to
Yes.
download. This is for Linux. So here you can see this is Windows 60, 86, 64. You can take a screenshot if you are
64
watching
bit.
your, pardon?
Sir, 64-bit.
Yeah, exactly. Windows 86 64 you have to download. So you can take a screenshot, or you can take picture if you are watching in laptop. So you can download this only. Okay. क्लियर है गाइस? सो यहाँ से अगर से आप इसको ओपन करोगे, आई थिंक मेरे लैपटॉप में ऑलरेडी होगा, 7-zip 7-zip फाइल मैनेजर यू हैव टू ओपन. आइदर यू कैन, यहाँ से भी आप इसको एक्सट्रैक्ट कर सकते हो. यहाँ पे आप क्लिक करोगे, यहाँ पे एक्सट्रैक्ट करोगे, एक्सट्रैक्ट हो जाएगा, एंड यू कैन हैव इजीली डाउनलोड इनटू योर सिस्टम. ओके, सो यहाँ से आपको ये डाउनलोड करना है. क्लियर है? तो
Yes,
नेक्स्ट
sir.
डे अगर से किसी को डाउट होता है तो देखते हैं, अगर से 8 to between 8 to 8:10 he can share me the screen and we'll troubleshoot that particular error. Okay, so as you know, this is my Kali machine. I have changed the password from Kali to root. So I have logged into this, what is the password? Root, I think. Yeah, so this is machine, Kali Linux machine. Okay, so now we are using Kali Linux machine. So ऑलरेडी हम लोग काली लिनक्स पे काम कर चुके हैं. एग्जैक्टली. सो क्या क्या किए हैं, या फिर काली लिनक्स क्या है, कोई बताना चाहेगा? जस्ट कैन एनीवन जस्ट 1 to 2 लाइन ऑन काली लिनक्स? एनीवन?
Kali Linux is an OS which is used by an which is mostly used by an ethical hacking or
Great, great,
ethical hacking.
great answer. Okay, so for cyber security purpose, this is the distribution we use to have into our VMware or into our system. Okay, but before this, जब काली लिनक्स नहीं था तो उसके पहले क्या था? So before this there was a backtrack. Okay, see, this is backtrack. Okay, so what is backtrack? We'll see over into this session. This is backtrack. Okay, backtrack now Kali Linux since 2013. Okay, so are you getting, guys? So 2013 के पहले Kali Linux का नाम क्या था? Backtrack था. And after 2013 it is Kali Linux. अभी बैकट्रैक जो था उसकी थोड़ी हिस्ट्री क्या है? सो May 26 May 2006 में उसका लाइव सीडी एंड डीवीडी कंपेटेबिलिटी उसका आया था कुछ 2017 में। उसका बैक ट्रैक का वर्जन 2 आया था, मतलब मींस बैक ट्रैक वर्जन 1 केम इन 26 मई 2006 and backtrack version 2 came in 2007. And again there was, and the kernel which was like 2.6.20 was the kernel which that backtrack was using. Okay, and 2000 and in 2008 backtrack 3 came with the upgraded version, and 2004 in 2010 backtrack 4 came, and the 2005 also came in 2011. And they didn't release to backtrack 2006, they directly released Kali Linux with a different name, backtrack with the new name as a Kali Linux वो लोग ने रिलीज किया। और यहाँ पे कर्नल क्या था, 2.6.38 था। यहाँ पे कर्नल का क्या यूज है, यहाँ पे कर्नल इसने शो नहीं किया है, बट वी कैन सर्च ऑन गूगल डेफिनेटली। और यहाँ पे बेस्ड ऑन उबंटू था, अब यहाँ पे कंप्लीटली बेस्ड ऑन डेबियन हो गया। ओके, सो उसका आर्किटेक्चर जहाँ पे बेस्ड होता था वो भी उन्होंने चेंज कर दिया कि डेबियन बेस्ड हो गया ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, और पहले जो कि उबंटू था। ओके गाइस, क्लियर है कि अलग अलग बैकट्रैक के वर्जन्स थे पहले। सो जैसे ही वर्जन 5 आया, सो आफ्टर व्हाट दे डिड, दे जस्ट चेंज द नेम फ्रॉम बैकट्रैक टू काली लिनक्स। क्लियर है?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
या so in backtrack also there were many tools installed by default into that backtrack. So Kali Linux is nothing but that is backtrack, you can say the modified latest modified version you can say of backtrack. And see, this is the interface of Kali Linux. Okay, so आप लोग भी इंस्टॉल करोगे, सो यू विल आल्सो हैव दिस काइंड ऑफ इंटरफेस इनटू योर सिस्टम। सो मैं आपको जस्ट ओवरव्यू देता हूँ। दिस इज डिस्प्ले, you can say the display or a desktop option. As you can say, you can just right click and there is, you can find different option over here only. Okay, and there is a option for a wired connection when you can connect and disconnect your internet. Okay, like this in window you have this Wi-Fi button over here, you can have a wired connection option here, and there is a phone and everything option you can find over here, and there is inbuilt tools also. So you have to just go to applications and you will find that there is a different kinds of application, like in information gathering there is different kinds of applications or packages. Okay, see, this is few of them will use in this class. Okay, and there is vulnerability scan analysis, means if any kind of flaw exists into some kind of web application, then you can use this tools to find that vulnerability into that web application. Okay, database assessment, for that there is tools. Password attack, if you want to crack any password and you have to use word list to crack any kind of passwords, then also there is a lot of tools already installed into a password for password attack. Wireless attack, what you can do, what is wireless attack, can anyone know? Wi-Fi attack, if you want to hack any Wi-Fi of your neighbors or your schools, colleges, so you can use this kind of tools. But I will tell you guys, see, अगर से आप अपने जस्ट नेबर का भी वाईफाई जस्ट फन के लिए भी हैक करते हो, सो इट इज इट लीगल और इलीगल, आप मुझे बता सकते हो?
illegal.
इलीगल। हम लोग ने आई थिंक फर्स्ट सेशन में जस्ट साइबर लॉ जो पढ़े थे उसके अंदर था कि इफ यू आर एक्सेसिंग एनी काइंड ऑफ डेटा विदाउट ऑनर्स परमिशन, दैट इज इलीगल। ओके, सो अगर से आप जस्ट इवन वाईफाई भी यूज कर रहे हो और आपके जो नेबर उनको जस्ट पता भी नहीं चला, सो ही कैन फाइल एफआईआर ऑन यू। Okay, so I think you don't have to do this kind of thing. You have to do the things, you have to use your knowledge for better purpose. Okay, to, you can say, for help someone, not to harm someone. Okay, you have to just work for a company where you have proper agreement of hacking. Okay, when we do VAPT, in VAPT we proper have agreement, we proper have a what we say documentation of what we have to do, and the owner tell us that how much you have to do. Like this IP you have to only scan, and this IP you don't have to scan. This system you don't have to scan. Okay, so we don't touch that system. Okay, if we touch, then that there is a totally documentation of that contract, violation of that contract. So he can file anything or anything he can do which he want. Okay, so there is a limitation also when we are doing ethical hacking. So there is proper documentation when you are scanning any kind of network for on the behalf of any company or corporate. Okay, so you have to look for everything when you are doing a VAPT and all, whether you have proper permission or not, whether you have proper documentation or not. Okay, and here I was telling you the different kinds of forensic tools is also there. Forensic tools means if anything happens like if you want to investigate something, okay, so you can use this tool to investigate anything. There is reporting tools. What do you mean by reporting? मीन्स यू कैन जनरेट अ रिपोर्ट लाइक अभी कोई कंपनी है वहां पे जस्ट उसने मुझे बताया कि मेरे सिस्टम को यू जस्ट ट्राई टू हैक एंड जस्ट टेल मी कि आपने कैसे हैकिंग किया और मुझे इम्प्रूवमेंट क्या करनी है इनटू माय नेटवर्क व्हाट आई हैव टू इम्प्रूव सो विल गो टू दैट इनटू हिज कंपनी एंड विल have proper documentation like what we have to do and how much privileges we have. Okay, then we'll scan his network and we'll try to hack his network and all every pieces connected to into that network. We'll try to hack that network, and as soon as we got anything that is vulnerable into his system, then we'll create a report proper like what we have done, what the proper evidence which we have collected through scanning or hacking into his network. I have to show no proper that evidence that this thing I have done and this thing I have got. Okay, this vulnerability I have came across. So into report, everything will be mentioned. Okay, so this is reporting tools. Okay, so I can create report also, and for to creating report also there is a lot of tools already inbuilt into Kali Linux. Okay, now is it clear? Any doubt yet?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So we have different kind of tools. I will tell you. So first of all, if I want to see IP of my network, then how can I see? Does anybody know command? I want to know IP of my network.
If config.
Exactly. If config. So there is IP like 172.168, 152, 138. Okay. And there is this is IPv4. So here where you can see this is inet written. So this is IPv4 address. And what is this? Can anyone tell me? ये क्या?
IPv6.
Exactly. This is IPv6 which is in hexadecimal. Okay. IPv6 कितने बिट का होता है? 128 बिट का होता है. And IPv4 कितने बिट का होता है? 32. Okay, guys. And what is this? Can anyone tell me? This ether, what is this ether? This is the MAC address you can say my of Kali Linux. Okay. Or the that NIC virtual NIC card, the MAC address of virtual NIC card, which I'm using into my Kali Linux. Okay. So this is IPv4. What about IPv5? See, this is IPv4. Yeah, ये IPv4 है. ये IPv6 है. IPv5 किधर है? Does anybody know anything about IPv5? Yes or no, guys? No?
No.
Okay. See, after IPv4, abhi nowadays there is a lot of population nowadays. So there is a shortage of IPs of IPv4. Okay, so INA has released IPv5, but that was for experimental purpose only. Okay, so few company used them, but there was a limitation while using IPv5. Okay, which when I was transferring any kind of particular data over IPv5, so if that range was on specific frequency, then only I can communicate between two machines. Okay, if that frequency is not matched, then I wouldn't have any kind of connection between two machine on a network. Okay, so there was dependencies of frequency. So that's why you can say IPv5 was flop movie. I can say flop like movies. Okay, so उसकी जो experimental के लिए release किया था वो flop हो गया totally. People don't use that. And then IPv6 they has released. Okay, so as we know IPv6 is totally you can say it could be a never ending. Okay, हम लोग कितना परसेंट यूज करते रहेंगे IPv5 का IPv6 का? We are using just 8 to 10% of IPv6 till yet. तो वर्ल्ड की पॉपुलेशन कितनी होगी? कुछ 700 से 800 करोड़. सो उतने में जस्ट कितना 10% यूज कर रहे हैं. सो यू कैन से इट इज नेवर एंडिंग यू कैन से IPv6. सो वहां पे कोई शॉर्टेज आई डोंट सी ओवर देयर. ओके, क्लियर है गाइस? IPv4, IPv5 and IPv6. Any doubt into this IPv4, IPv5, IPv6?
No, sir.
Okay. And there is a tool called as SAT. We'll run that. And which is information gathering tool. Okay, guys. So there is also, I told you there are many inbuilt tools into Kali Linux which we can use to find any kind of particular information. So as you can see, there is a social engineering attack I can perform with this. SAT tools means social engineering toolkit. Okay, so see if I want to hack any Instagram or Facebook account of my friend. Okay, or I have to just want his password. Okay, so how can I get? I'll put over here that social engineering attack I will perform. Okay, so what option is there for social engineering? One option is there. I will press one. Okay, just tell me one, and then I will perform website attack vector. तो वहां पे कौन सा ऑप्शन है? टू है. एंड देन आई हैव टू गेट द पासवर्ड. मुझे चाहिए ना सामने वाले बंदे का, तो उसके लिए मुझे क्रेडेंशियल हार्वेस्टर अटैक मेथड अपनाना पड़ेगा. तो यहाँ पे जस्ट व्हाट आई विल डू, थर्ड, एंड देयर इज साइड क्लोनर. सो आई विल क्लोन एनी साइड. क्लोन मींस अभी जैसे व्हाट्सएप का क्लोन होता है, जैसे कोई भी एप्लीकेशंस के आप क्लोन बनाते हो, उसी तरह से कोई वेबसाइट का हम यहाँ पे क्लोन बनाएंगे. सो विल सेंड दैट वेबसाइट टू आवर फ्रेंड एंड आवर फ्रेंड, हम लोग or anyone we can say to our victim we send. Okay, so यहाँ पे जैसे मैंने क्या किया, 2 नंबर किया साइड क्लोनर. तो यहाँ पे मुझे क्या डालना है? मेरी मशीन के आईपी दिखा रहा है कि मेरे को जो वेबसाइट का जो हार्वेस्टिंग का जो आईपी एड्रेस सामने वाले का आईपी आएगा, यूजर नेम पासवर्ड आएगा, वो मुझे कहाँ चाहिए? मेरी मशीन पे चाहिए ना. सो मैं जस्ट यहाँ पे एंटर कर दूंगा. क्लियर है ना गाइस हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So here I have to enter the website URL, or you can say website domain name, which I want to clone. So I want to clone Facebook. So www dot or I want to clone Instagram. So instagram.com. So as you can see, this says information will be displayed as it arrives below. Okay. So you have to just go to Firefox. And you had to write over here localhost. I think screen is visible to everyone, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you have to write over here localhost. So as you can see, there is Instagram, and where is the login page? This is my Instagram. This is my terminal where I'm started. See, I'll cut and I'll try to I'll try to clone Facebook ID. So we'll see. Uh, credential harvester, for that we'll press 3 option. Site cloner will press 2 option, and here enter. I want to clone Facebook. Let's consider www.facebook.com. Okay, so you have to just go to this browser again, and you have to reload this page, or just open any other local, or no, you don't have to put local, you have to use your IP address. So मेरी IP address क्या है, मशीन की, वो मैं कैसे चेक करूंगा? ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे आप फाइल पे जाओ, न्यू टैब पे यू कैन गो एंड यू कैन प्रेस ओवर हियर if config 152.138. No, so you have to go to browser 152.192.152.138. Okay, so you have to press enter. So it is already coming Instagram. Okay, so we can just eliminate this or cancel this. Okay, and again, if we will try, let's see what is this. It is coming. Nothing is coming. No. Then again, we'll perform this SE toolkit for getting that password username. Okay, so social media attack, I have to perform that. I'll use that one option. Website attack vector I will do 2, and credential harvester press, for that I'll press 3, and for site cloner I will press 2. Okay, I will here enter www.facebook.com. Okay, so if I will go to browser, I will reload this page. I will see over here Facebook or login page. So just मैं यहाँ पे दिखाने के लिए टेस्टिंग लिख दे रहा हूँ, टेस्टिंग. ओके, और यहाँ पासवर्ड में भी क्या डाल देता हूँ, टेस्ट पासवर्ड. ओके, जस्ट मैं लॉगिन कर रहा हूँ, तो यहाँ पे डोंट सेव करूंगा, एंड विल गो हियर इनटू दैट टर्मिनल, एंड विल सी ओवर हियर दैट मुझे वहां पे जो मैंने डाला था टेस्टिंग के लिए डाला था यूजर नेम, एंड पासवर्ड क्या डाला था, टेस्ट पासवर्ड डाला था. Okay, so I got that credential, username and the password also. Okay, so like this, we can get information of username and the password of anyone if we want to get. Okay, so clear at SC toolkit. With the help of SC toolkit, how we have performed this email, how we collected this username and the password.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And there is one or two or method which I'll tell to you all. See, there is if you want to, there is one tool called as Scamfish. As you can see, this is Scamfish. Okay, so this is Scamfish, guys. Okay, so I'll use over here ngrok. So guys, ngrok क्या करेगा, जैसे मैं अभी लोकल होस्ट में I open that Facebook link. Okay, but ngrok का हेल्प करके मैं जस्ट आपको भी सेंड कर सकता हूँ. Okay, सो इफ आई सेंड टू यू, और आप अपने अपने फोन के अंदर ये लिंक ओपन करके एंड यू जस्ट क्लिक अलाउ ऑप्शन. ओके, सो इट विल बी जस्ट एन हैप्पी दिवाली मैसेज फॉर यू, बट आई हैव access of your webcam, front camera webcam का access I'll have get over here. Okay, so how you can get access of your front camera webcam with the help of Camfish. Okay, so किसी का front camera करने का access, just tell me. So I have option I will use over here ngrok, and फेस्टिवल मैसेज में जस्ट विश करने के लिए जस्ट एक लिंक क्रिएट करूंगा. जस्ट आई प्रेस ओवर हियर वन ऑप्शन. अभी कौन सा त्योहार आने वाला है, गणपति ना, या फिर गणपति ले सकते हैं. चलो, हैप्पी दिवाली. दिवाली, लेट्स कंसीडर. विल प्रेस डन. हियर विल प्रेस यस or no, I can press. Okay, so PHP server is starting, ngrok is also starting. So here I'll get link. जो लिंक अगर से मैं किसी को भेजूंगा और जस्ट उसने अलाउ करता है क्लिक करके, so I will have access of his web camera. Okay, तो कोई मुझे अपना जीमेल आईडी बताना चाहेगा? तो अच्छा, ये लिंक इन केस मैं जस्ट अगर से खुद को भी सेंड कर सकता हूँ या फिर मैं जस्ट ब्राउजर में जस्ट ओपन भी करूंगा। ये दिस इज ब्राउजर। इफ आई विल ओपन इन दिस, if I will open in this and I'll click over here, I'll get option of visitor site. If I will visit this site, so see, as you can see, this is my IP address I got, and I have to press over here my name. So Akash, and if I will put press OK button, then here I'll get message wishing happy Diwali, okay, to Akash. But अगर से मैंने आपको just if I will send this link to you, you will also get this kind of message to all, but you will not even know that your front camera has been hacked. Okay, and you can be watched by 24/7. Okay, so how dangerous it could be when you are using or if you are clicking on this kind of messages जो आपको हैप्पी दिवाली या फिर कुछ और विश करते हैं। सो इस तरह से आपको आई थिंक मैसेज तो आएगा हैप्पी न्यू ईयर का, इस तरह से बहुत मैसेज आता है। किसी को ऐसे मैसेज आया है?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
ओके।
Yes, sir.
सो
Yes, sir.
हाँ,
Not.
सो उस टाइम पे आपका कैमरा भी सामने वाला भी उस समय एक्सेस कर सकता है अगर से वो हैकर रहा तो। ओके, सो इट्स बेटर टू बी सेफ एंड इस तरह के मैसेजेस को आप जस्ट ओपन ही मत को, जस्ट यू जस्ट डिलीट इट। ओके, अगर से जस्ट मैंने सिस्टम में किया गाइस, इसीलिए मुझे इसका एक्सेस नहीं आ रहा, बट अगर से मैं इसको कहीं और पे डालूं तो मुझे एक्सेस भी मिलेगा। जैसे मैं अगर यहाँ पे दिखाऊं, देखना है इसका वेबकैम का एक फोटोज कैसे क्लिक करता है।
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके, तो बताओ कोई अपना फिर जीमेल आईडी। ओके, मैं अपने इस सिस्टम में
Sir,
डाल के
friend
देख
का चलेगा
क्या
Gmail ID. Friend का
फ्रेंड
Gmail
का?
ID.
अरे नहीं, यहाँ पे वी आर नॉट हियर टू परफॉर्म एक्चुअली हैकिंग और टू हैक समवन्स अकाउंट, वी आर हियर टू लर्न गाइस। See, I'll put this account into my here and I will press this visit site option. ओके, यहाँ पे मैं जस्ट नेम डालूंगा and here if I will click this allow option, then picture will be clicking as you will able to see here. It is starting receiving pictures. See, as you can see, cam file received, cam file received. Okay, so what I'll do, I will terminate this by Control C option. Okay, so now it is stopped by taking pictures. Okay, so how you can see this all pictures, you have to go to file option where it is file manager. This is file manager. You have to go to document. This is camfish and or somewhere else, I think. Document, desktop, home, Kali. Yeah, you can see this is these are the pictures it has collected. ओके, सो आप यहाँ पे ये पाथ पे जाके इसको आप देख भी सकते हो सामने वाले का। अगर से लैपटॉप का पिक्चर आप देख सकते हो। ये देखो, अगर से मैं जस्ट इफ आई वोंट हैव स्टॉप्ड दिस, इट हैव टेकिंग ऑल द पिक्चर्स continuously after 1 second 2 second it have been taken. Okay, so यहाँ पे just I press control C option to eliminate that. Okay guys, pictures home. Yeah, I think it is download. Yeah, see guys, see these are the pictures which it took. Okay, so like this you can have a picture of your from your friend's front camera. Okay, so this is very dangerous, so use this information to be safe yourself from bad hackers. Okay, guys, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now there are few more tools which I want to tell you. There is the one tool called as inspector. Okay, now we are actually performing over here. What is hacking? See, there is T3 inspector tools. Okay, so this is T3 inspector tools. So अभी मुझे अगर से मान लो किसी के मोबाइल नंबर का इंफॉर्मेशन निकालना है. ओके, सो जस्ट मैं यहाँ पे क्या प्रेस करूंगा मोबाइल नंबर का इंफॉर्मेशन निकालने के लिए? बता सकते हो? 2 प्रेस करूंगा क्योंकि उसके आगे 2 नंबर लिखा है.
Sir, two.
राइट,
Yes.
एग्जैक्टली. तो यहाँ पे मुझे 02 प्रेस करना पड़ेगा, नॉट जस्ट 2. आई प्रेस 02. I'll press 02. Okay. So see, as you can see, first option website information it can give us, and the second option mobile number information means about your mobile phone. So here the code is +91, and can anyone want to share his number or any
80
bandhana? Yes,
80
80
973
973
95
95
284.
284. Okay, is it your number or your friend's number? I have done.
My number.
Okay. Let's see, just it is information, basic information. I think, see the local area format, this is your number, the international format +91, and it is from India, and it is showing Bangalore. So I think it is not from Bangalore, but originally I think it was from Bangalore. So that's what it is giving. Okay. So ये ज्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन तो आपको देगा नहीं, बट आपको बेसिक इन्फॉर्मेशन दे देगा, जो आपको इससे ज्यादा तो आपको ट्रू कॉलर भी दे देगा. ओके,
Yes, sir.
बट यू कैन यूज दिस मेथड कि अगर से कभी कभी केस में ना थोड़ा और इन्फॉर्मेशन दे देता है. सो इट डिपेंड्स. अगर से मान लो आपको वेबसाइट का इन्फॉर्मेशन निकालना है, या फिर आईपी एड्रेस एंड ईमेल सर्वर का आईपी एड्रेस निकालना है, तो वो भी आप कर सकते हो. हुइस का इन्फॉर्मेशन निकाल सकते हो, हुइस लुकअप करके. ओके, बाईपास कर सकते हो क्लाउड फ्लेयर को. डोमेन एज चेकर कर सकते हो कि डोमेन का एज कितना है. ओके, सो ठीक है, वो देखते पहले डोमेन का एज चेक करते हैं. यहाँ पे हम एक डोमेन का नेम डाल देंगे कुछ भी. 07 मैंने इंटर किया टू चेक द डोमेन एज. इट इज टेकिंग टाइम. सो वेबसाइट विच आई विल इंटर ओवर हियर www.facebook.com. So it will give us the age of that website, or we can just Google how old that website is. Okay, but here we are trying to gather information with the help of tools which we have. Exactly, checking the connection internet website without HTTP. So the website which we have used, there is a problem. So this problem could be from internet, or this problem could be from their side only. T3 inspector, this tool only would have problem. Okay. Sometimes it gives problem, but sometimes it gives information which we actually needed. And there is also one more tool called as Red Honk, which you can use to gather information. Okay, so for that, you just go to Red Honk ls and run this Red Honk. How you have to use this Red Honk tool? You have to just Red Shock tool is there, or you can just see will do Google like how you can download this Red Honk. See, this is tool. You have to just go to copy this copy this इस कोड एंड यू हैव टू हाउ यू कैन डाउनलोड. कोई बता सकता है? जो हम लोग ने पहले भी डाउनलोड किया है, कौन सा यूज करके हम लोग क्या यूज करते हैं? गिट
Git clone.
क्लोन. एग्जैक्टली. और यहाँ पे हम लोग उसकी कोड पेस्ट करते हैं. ओके, सो ऑलरेडी वो डाउनलोड हो जाता है फिर सिस्टम्स के अंदर. सो ऑलरेडी आई हैव डाउनलोडेड. एंड देन यहाँ पे हम लोग देख सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे हम लोग को ऑप्शंस व्हाट वी हैव टू यूज टू launch his website, launch this tool, or we have to how we can use these tools. Okay, so यहाँ पे uses देखो, यहाँ पे uses के सेक्शन में तुम लोग को अगर से कोई और फर्दर टूल यूज कर रहे हो, ओके, सो वहां पे यू हैव टू रीड दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग लाइक हाउ यू कैन यूज दिस टूल और सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ अगेन सम अदर टूल्स. ओके, सो आप कोई भी वो टूल्स के ना इसी यूजेस पे जाके देख सकते हो गिटहब के पेज पे. सो कैसे यूज करना आपको आइडिया मिल जाएगा. ओके, सो यहाँ पे यूज करने का कमांड क्या है? जस्ट कैन वन टेल मी? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैंने रेड हैक के ड्राइव के अंदर डायरेक्टरी के अंदर गया, उसके बाद मुझे php कमांड रन करना है, php और r hank php. सो ये टूल अब जाके रन हुआ गाइस. ओके, सो एंटर द वेबसाइट विच यू वांट टू स्कैन. सो यहाँ पे मुझे ना कोई वेबसाइट को स्कैन करा सकता हूँ मैं. सो कोई एक वेबसाइट का नाम डालते www.instagram या फिर स्विगी डाल देते, swiggy.com. ओके, सो हियर ये http वेबसाइट है कि https है? कैन एनीवन टेल मी?
HTTPS.
एग्जैक्टली गाइस. सो मैं यहाँ पे कौन सा नंबर पुट करूंगा? 2. ओके, बिकॉज यहाँ पे लिखा है एंटर 1 फॉर http एंड 2 फॉर https. सो मैं 2 डालूंगा. चूज स्कैन फॉर्मेट. सो मुझे किस तरह का स्कैन करना है? स्कैन फॉर एवरीथिंग. ओके, या फिर स्कैन फॉर लेटेस्ट अपडेट, या फिर स्कैन अनदर वेबसाइट, एनीथिंग आई कैन डू. सो आई विल या फिर हु इज लुकअप भी मैं कर सकता हूँ. सो जस्ट आई एंटर 1 ओवर हियर फॉर हु इज लुकअप. सो ये वेबसाइट का मुझे हु इज लुकअप इंफॉर्मेशन ला के देगा. ओके, सो हु इज लुकअप याद है किसी को क्या था? हम लोग ऑलरेडी एक बार कर चुके थे, आई थिंक फर्स्ट लेक्चर में, उसके पहले किए थे हु इज लुकअप.
Domain name.
एग्जैक्टली. तो हुइज में जाके हम लोग उसके डोमेन नेम के बारे में इंफॉर्मेशन निकालते हैं. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड हुइज इंफॉर्मेशन गैदरिंग फॉर. सो दिस मेथड वी यूज फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन गैदरिंग. सो या व्हाट आई विल राइट ओवर हियर swiggy.com. ओके, सो हियर आई विल गेट द हुइज इंफॉर्मेशन. यहाँ पे मुझे दिखेगा सारा. यहाँ पे देखो उसका कॉन्टेक्ट नंबर वगैरह दिख रहा है, यहाँ पे कंट्री है और समथिंग मुझे वहाँ पे कुछ फैक्स एड्रेस, पोस्टल एड्रेस भी दिख रहा है. ओके, सो दिस काइंड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन आई कैन सी विद द हेल्प ऑफ हु इज इंफॉर्मेशन. ओके, यहाँ पे बट दिस काइंड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन हियर आई एम गैदरिंग फ्रॉम with the help of tools. Okay, so this which tools I'm using over here? Redonk. Okay, so like this there is n number of tools which we can use for information gathering and all. Okay. So it is taking time, so I'll cancel twice by pressing Control C. Okay, so in today's session, guys, anybody have any doubt? I think the PPT that we have covered, I'll share in the group. Will that be fine? And the website which we are using, the along with the notes, I'll send in the website. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. And any doubt in today's lecture, and if anything you want to ask?
So, so
Yes.
can you perform phishing to the job.io? Because
Pardon?
I tried it. Perform phishing to hdjob.io.
First of all, there is a lot of noise behind your. See, yeah, a lot of noise is there. I couldn't hear anything.
It's not mine.
Okay, see guys, you can ask on WhatsApp. I'll reply to in that group. Okay, so if you have any doubt of today's lecture, you can ask. And a lot of noise is there. Actually, I'm not able to hear. Can you now? Is it
It's
clear?
somebody else. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
can you perform phishing through ngrok.io?
Yeah, see, we can perform the phishing attack with the help of ngrok also. Okay, so when I'm using ngrok, it means I can send that particular link over the internet. Okay, so if you're sitting to your home, I can send to that link of camfish, and if you're clicking on that link, so I will have access of your webcam by sitting into my home only. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether we are on the same network or not. If I'm using ngrok, it means I can send that link over the same network.
Yeah, sir.
Clear?
I tried using ngrok in Zfisher, but it's not working properly.
Okay. So I think there will
It's
be some
showing some
issue with the
errors.
ngrok only. So just see properly how you are using ngrok. That token issue would be there. So you have to update the token properly. You have to use updated token.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have reset and then uh again entered there, but it's not showing. It's
Okay.
again showing auto token error.
Okay. So see, in the between of further two lectures, anytime it will take hardly 5 to 10 minutes. I'll explain how you can use ngrok for any like just to attack like phishing attack or jet fisher and camfish
Okay,
attack and all. Okay.
okay, sir.
I will tell you how you can configure that ngrok to share that particular link over the internet.
Yeah, sure, sir.
Okay, so just remind me in further for next two lectures if I forget somehow. Okay, so we'll that discussion in between also. Okay, so that's not big deal.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And meanwhile, you also try. Okay.